To wholly follow the Lord, your perception of him becomes acute. Your obligation expands with increasing light and consecration. Let me say it again. To wholly follow the Lord, your perception of him becomes acute. Your obligation expands with increasing light and concentration. And all those years, he kept his mind on that vision. See, if you're not talking about your vision is talking about you. Lazy. Everybody telling you can't do this, you can't do that. And you start believing them instead of what God said. But he didn't do that. He wholly followed the Lord. When I got born again, I was such a magnificent sinner. Kathy told me that when I got saved, Satan cried. We have lost a great man today. And God had to give Jesus a blood transfusion to wash away all my sin. But when I got born again, and I can honestly say this, from Labor Day weekend 1974, I have wholly followed the Lord. And I don't mean that pridefully. And how long you been working with me now, Fritz? 40 years? Going on 41. Am I telling the truth? I couldn't believe how great it was to be saved. I couldn't explain it, but I knew something had happened.
Yes. Amen.
And it was one of the most amazing things. So to wholly follow the Lord, your perception of him becomes acute. So I said, Lord, I like to pray, but I prefer conversation. So when I go in my study and I'll say, hey, Jesus. He say, hey, Jesse, let's talk. And I do that constantly. And God can be funny. I said, you know, Lord, some people I've seen you create, you must have been tired. He laughed like you did. He said, well, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I said, well, you must have had your eyes closed, because something. And the Lord would now you don't have to believe it, but the Lord would just laugh. See, he's become my friend. I read that Abraham was a friend of God, and that struck me, Art. I went, Lord, can I be your friend? How do you make a friend? You see, you really don't know somebody until you go on vacation with them. Boy, then you find out who they really are. I wanted God to be acute, to know, not just believe. To wholly follow the Lord, your perception of him becomes acute. Then watch this. Your obligation expands with increasing light and consecration. So every day, I am better today than I was yesterday. I'm ever growing to the fullness of the stature of Christ, being made perfect. Now, don't let that word throw you. That means matured in the things of God. And, you know, and people say, I don't see how that man does that. In 48 years of preaching, I've never had a financial deficit, because I thought, why should I have that? But do you know how many hundreds, maybe thousands of preachers told me, now, boy, you better get ready. Devil gonna beat you and bust you and stomp you and kick you. But if you endure to the end, and they do it kind of like, if you endure to the end, hey, you shall be saved. I said, I'm already saved. I said, to you, God is not an enjoyment, but an endurement.
Yeah, right.
You're looking more at your problem than you're looking at your answer. And God would honor me.
Available for your partnership of $50 or more. Visit JDM.org for more information. Request yours today.